What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Making It ModSauce. That's right. And where in the heck are we? Where are we right now? This is not our base. That's right. We're over at Xisumavoid's base. I'm helping him out with something. And you know what? I thought it would be a lot easier to help him. Whenever I come over here, it's a pain in the butt. Because I just don't know what stuff I'm going to need to bring with me. So I thought, you know what? I've set one of these up over at Corrales' house for when I help him out. And, yeah, I decided I want to set up a quantum link chamber for Xisumavoid. I already have it set up over at our base. I've made a new little link chamber, link thingy singularity to match up with him. And he actually is being super nice. He said, you know what, DMAC, if you want to, why don't you just set it up right in my base? So you know what? That works out. That works out indeed. So we're going to just set this up together before we get to work today. I'm trying to turn off my magnet. Where's my magnet? I hate it when you're over at someone else's base and I pick up all of his things. All right. Oh man, I'm trying to get him to get into AE so badly because he's at the point where he could definitely use it. And saying, you know, mods are really tedious. And you know what? The mods are very, very tedious without AE. Like, I have to say, it's super duper grindy. Super duper grindy, but AE is what makes it super tolerable. Like, it just makes it so much better. You know what? I'm gonna leave that there. Let's try and center this. I'm gonna feel bad if I make his base look bad. He puts so much time into each and every little room. It just looks fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. All right, I think I'm gonna have it. See, this is the center, like, location look of the room. So maybe I do want to have it sunk down, but I feel like this should be up a little bit higher because I don't want to take that part out. All right, we're going to go one higher. We'll see how this does. We'll have that. See how he actually has he has two different types of blocks in there. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Should probably do, okay, this is glowstone. We can do that. Oh no, I got to set it up first. Because we're out of range. All right, no problems. So we're going to go like, You guys see me do this a million times. All right, guys, I finished it. I hit everything up. I think it looks good enough. For being in there. Let's see if he likes it. He's going to hop on TeamSpeak real quick. But man, oh man, is this going to make it easier. Working around his base, being able to access everything. Oh man, I really want to try and get him into this. I know it's so complicated at first, but I think once he gets the hang of it, it's going to make doing mods so much easier for him. For any of you that don't use AE, you're just ridiculous. No matter how much of a burden it is, it's worth it. Hey, what's up?
I just realized I disrupted your recording.
Oh, it's cool. I was just talking about you. No, don't be sorry. I was waiting for you. I'll stop recording, though, for a minute.
All right, cool.
All right, so what this thing is it's basically letting me access all of my inventories over at my base. This is kind of like a large tesseract or large ender receiver for AE.
Yeah.
So it'll make whenever I help you out with anything so much easier. And
yeah, because you can grab all the stuff from your AE system.
Exactly.
My screen gets filled up with loads and loads of stuff. Like, it goes off the size of the inventory and goes over to the right.
Are you kidding me? You see where it says terminal style on the bottom left-hand little thing of the GUI? If you press...
You have broken spawners for evolved creepers.
That's from the moon.
From the moon?
You've never been to the moon?
No.
It's the new popular vacation spot.
Oh, all right. What was it you wanted me to click on?
Okay, on the side it says sort by name, then it says view, toggle order. The bottom one, it says terminal style. And if you press that, it'll probably change the size.
It. Oh, that fixed it big time, yeah. I like the way it summarizes some of the items up with a K. Oh, even an M for million. Wow.
It's nice. Then you can sort it by name. You can sort it by number of items. You can sort it by the mod type, by everything.
Yeah, that's
right
awesome.
there. Yeah, so
like one giant chest, basically.
Yep. Well, I'm doing the same thing you are with deep stores, except I'm connecting them all with AE.
All right, so this actually looks into deep storage. I thought everything was stored on drives, like
if you want it to be on
actual
drives.
Data.
If you choose for it to be on drives, otherwise you can make something called a storage bus. Let me see. Grab yourself an AE thing or a deep store, any deep store. Put some stuff into it, and let's just test it real quick.
All right, okay.
All right, let me find this bus thing that I'm trying to do. Let's see. Let me just put up.
I have a wireless terminal in my inventory. Did you give this to me?
Yes, I just threw that to you. You can also access it through that. That's the other part that makes AE so great.
Huh.
All right, so
Did not know that.
I just took out the silver. Here's 32 silver right there. I want you to put that into my system, and you'll see that it ends up in here. In fact,
and then I just search silver.
In fact,
well,
you could take it all. Yeah, but let's do it this way. Just shift it into there. So take all the silver out. Take all that silver, put it into my system.
All right, so I put that in, and now it goes to this.
Yep.
Oh, so it's like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to upgrade this system down here, I could keep everything where it is already.
Yep.
All right, I didn't realize that at all.
So you wouldn't actually have to really move probably anything. Now, it is a little complicated. I'm not going to lie. It's not like just throwing wires and it works. But it's not as difficult as a lot of people say it is.
Yeah, well, I had a look at some tutorials on how to do it, and it put me off it. Let's say that. It looked difficult.
It's tough, but it's worth it because it's instant. Like, it goes instantly into there, and you can mod it so well, just everything. Like, if you look into the storage bus, this could work for chests, too. And you just don't have to deal with all the pipes and the speed, and is it lagging? Everything's just instantaneous.
So the storage bus kind of says, like, whatever's going to interface with what's in front of it. So if it's a chest, you could put multiple items on the storage bus, right?
Correct.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
And
so
you
I can still
actually
use this as like the system it is now. It would just also be hooked up to this.
Yeah.
If you take these out of here, it takes it out of your AE system.
Correct.
Interesting.
So, and you could do it completely without those little discs. You don't have to use those at all.
Oh, all right.
It's only if you want to. Usually, I like using those for like the random items where you just have like a ton of random pickaxes and diamond chest loot where you don't want to have a deep storage for it.
I've got one of those. Chests full of random items. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now they even have. This is what I want to show you. They even have these little things where. Let me see. Do I have one? You can do single chests.
Oh, this is an actual ME chest. I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then if you click on the top part.
Yeah, this is the stuff I've seen.
You can just throw
so it's using
whatever
up
in
bytes.
there. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Like, what's that doing? What are the bytes for?
It's just like the amount of storage. I don't know. It's like saying.
So you just put random stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah. So if you click on the top of it, you can see all the stuff that's in there, and you know, I'm sure X number of bytes equals X number of items.
Yeah.
And then you can do it with, or you could do it with this guy over here, and then you can fit 10 of them in. Now this one doesn't have a built-in interface, so you have to access it from like one of these terminals.
Got ya. Did you have a load of these ME drives for your terminal?
I have a fair amount. I have 3 of these things full, but the bulk of my storage is in deep storage units.
Oh, I see. So you have either the storage cell where it puts the items into the storage cell, or you can just have it interface with an actual storage unit of any type.
Correct, or both.
Ah, I didn't realize that's how it works.
Yep. It's great. It's compatible with almost all the mods, every chest, everything. You can even put power through it. You could put like just about anything. They used to have liquid, but not anymore.
Yeah. Do you know what I spent all day doing?
What'd you spend all day doing?
Redoing all of this down here, my storage system.
Oh man, well it looks good. You compacted it quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot better now. It's got everything I need though in this little area right here, so it's not so bad at all.
Yeah, well this looks very nice. And if you ever did go to AE, you could literally, no one would ever know. It would be all behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's a really good thing that I found out that happens now. Because if I just remove all of these wires and hook it up, each of these to AE, then it's done, isn't it? You don't have to worry about it.
Now, the other nice thing is you'd be able to have one terminal where you could have, like, right here, one terminal where you can look in it and it would access everything. One shot. You wouldn't have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
There's a nice little space for it here as well. The one that you made up there, is that like the kind of standard size? Because I see it's like made out of multiple parts. Is this a standard
That is not the I mean, all this is this is a link to mine.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have all the other jazz over at your base. But if you want to see what the standard size... Well, I don't have a standard size. I just have jumbo size.
Okay.
Basically,
well, what I meant then, the interface, do you have to have all of this right next to the crafting terminal?
No, you could have things as far apart as you want, as long as there's wires connecting them.
So there's wires on the back, I take it?
Yeah. Yep. See, I'll actually pop this out for you. So
fly
you can
around
see.
and have a look. Oh.
I just popped off some.
Grabbed. And I fell down. Oh, there's not so much back here.
No.
I see, yeah, a little bit.
I hid away.
You've kind of encased it, haven't you, in the glowstone?
Yeah, so you wouldn't even notice.
That.
But yeah, it's not too bad. The only reason there's even any wires is because I wanted to have it like into your wall, so it like matched with it.
Yeah.
It took me a while. I wanted to make it look good for you, buddy.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Now I'm gonna be tempted to come over here and steal things.
Uh-oh, I better change my security settings for you.
If ever I need 3 million silver, I know where to go.
Well, you even can do it from that remote. That's the best part about AE, is then after that you can be working somewhere and wirelessly, as long as you're within range, access all your stuff.
Yeah, I set up a system for that though already. I got like ender chests inside ender chests, so everything's like all my most useful things are just in the same little system.
That's cool.
It's quite nice.
You could even put one of these little buses to your ender chest and just set all the items too. So it would do virtually the same thing.
No, it would, wouldn't it? Fascinating.
So it's a fun mod. It's a fun mod.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for it yet, but I am certainly tempted now.
Well, even
I'm starting
for
to see the
simple
advantages of it.
Even for simple stuff. You know, works slowly, and it is a little bit of a tech tree getting up. It's kind of annoying to work your way up, but it's doable.
Lots of crafting.
Lots of crafting, but that's why they have auto crafting.
That's one of the things I hate most, is all the crafting you have to do. I was moaning about that earlier. Do you know what this is, by the way? A resonant exchanger. Let me put it back in there for you so you can see it.
That's like the block swapper.
Block swapper.
You
what,
want
like
to
I click one block and another?
Yeah, be careful though. As long as the blocks in your inventory you want to swap, I'm really afraid to do this.
I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean. So if I take... Wait, do I have to...
Grab like another type of glass or something. That would probably be the easiest way to test this.
Well, I've got... Right, if I right-click on this...
That's it. If you shift right-click.
I'm really not sure. So do I then shift right-click the block?
So you have to have the block that you're shifting to in your inventory. So here's one that I have too. So I'm going to shift right-click on this block, on the square glass.
And then click on the glass. Wow. What happened to the glass though? It gave me it back. Okay, that's cool. Cool. But now, when I do this... Nice. I'm going to have some left over. That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That'd actually be extremely useful.
Now you can also, I think with the up and down, unless you reset it, the up and down arrow on your keyboard, you can change how like far away it pulls from, or like how big of an area it does. So like right now, check this out.
Have you got your magnet on?
Yeah.
I just lost a load of blocks over here.
Okay, hold on. So like, look at that. Look, I was able to do the entire thing
Wait.
in one shot.
It doesn't look nice, but yeah, that's cool that you can do that.
Change it back. Change it back.
I made an Ender IO magnet earlier, by the way.
How did you like it? You didn't like it, did you?
Oh, it was rubbish. No, it made all the items fly around in a circle in front of me. Took forever to go into my inventory, and then about 2 minutes later, when I had a use for it, all the energy had gone. It was just. Oh, it needed charging again, so I thought, sod that. It ran out of energy when I wasn't using it, though. Like, you have to shift right-click to activate it, yeah?
Yeah, it's super annoying. Super annoying.
Yeah, so it wasn't like it was active. It was just sitting in my inventory doing nothing, and it ran out.
Try that one. Look at the recipe for it.
I feel guilty if I use stuff that you give me and I don't
just try.
have the materials to craft it.
Just try it.
It looks like this is doable.
Just try it. I want you to see how far it picks up from.
I could make one of these. Right, so what's this one going to do?
So shift right click.
It's on.
And let's see how far that pulls. No energy, no nothing.
Oh, there it goes. A little delayed. Now it's going straight back into my inventory.
Yep, so then you got to turn the magnet back off.
Chuck it on the ground.
And see how far. That one doesn't have a huge range. That's like the starter level one. Or mid-level.
Yeah, it's looking like it's about 6 or 7 blocks.
Yeah, so sometimes that's nice because you don't want to
maybe less.
Get everything in the
4
world.
Blocks.
All right, now look at this is the next one. This is the high level one. It's really not much more expensive. You could afford both.
Have a look. So the original one plus these things. Yeah, that's really cheap.
Now look at the range on this one.
Okay, chuck something on the ground. Oh, try that again.
Go a little bit forward. I chuck something down. I think it's when it's like, can you see the items on the ground?
Oh, I can't. Okay, so it's probably like 16 blocks or something. That's really cool. Really, really cool.
Now, what's annoying about this one is if you have mob farms going with the item collectors and you walk by, it's just like, bam.
Overrides it.
Yeah, so I carry both, just so in case some days I want not a lot of range.
Good idea. I'm going to make one of those for sure. This Ender IO one didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I didn't like that one at all. That was the first one I used too. I thought it was going to be good. I really need to fix that up.
I've got these items back.
Cool.
Have you got one little bit of glass for the corner there?
Let me check. Oh, it's right there.
Awesome. Let me grab that. Nice. Boom. Fixed. Here's your glass.
Here, and I'll tell you what. Take that one so you remember what it is. When you're done with it,
I'll be able to find it. Don't worry. I search magnet. I've seen the icon before. I can craft one in a bit.
Okay, and then you can always just throw it right back in there, and it comes back to my. So all this stuff is actually stored at my base.
Yeah.
But
yeah, all the things here are. Awesome.
But yeah,
is this everything I'm looking at in one screen? Like when I scroll through.
That's everything I own in one screen. And then you can type up at the top like what you're looking for. So it's kind of like creative, but within, only what I own.
So what does it mean when it's a plus instead of a number?
The plus means I have a crafting thing set up to craft it. So if you were to click on it, you could then choose the number that you want to craft.
Wait, you click on it and it crafts it?
Oh,
that's alright.
You can either
do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Simple.
Click on something. If you want to type in stick or type in...
Good idea, stick.
I probably have some already.
Yeah, you got 2.
Alright, pull out the sticks and then you'll see the little plus things show up.
Oh! Right, I'm going to craft 1,000,000 sticks.
What? No!
Does it know can it break down logs into wooden planks?
You have to set each... I had to set up a different crafting thing for each step. So... You gotta
every craft that you want to do in there, you gotta set it up.
Yeah, you know what? Come here. This might make it a little more... I don't know. How do I get to your portals? I always get lost.
Oh, yeah, go up, forwards, all the way across. Oh yeah, there's this hole in the wall. We're going to put the terminal there.
You know what? I have all the stuff to fix this. Was there any pattern to this?
I'll do it later.
Okay.
There's a pattern.
Boom. You know what? I might have used up some of them.
Awesome.
But hopefully that's not.
Alright, I can sort it out. So what are we doing? What are we doing here?
I'm going to show you my crafting area. So it seems cheaty that you can craft stuff. It seems extremely cheaty. But when you see how much area I had to
Yeah, this is what one of the things that put me off. Everything that you want to craft, you have to build a machine for, right?
Yeah, but when you looked at like making the cobblestone, like you had look at how big of a thing you had to do per craft. You know what I mean?
It's huge.
So now in comparison, this really isn't that big.
I've lost you.
Oh, I'm sorry. So go to the center of my base and then go down, down the elevators.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa, I've not seen this before. I want to fly for a second. Okay, this looks cool.
So this is my AE room area.
Dude, the underground part of your base is crazy looking. Dense cables. All these different...
So
what is going on here, man? This stuff just
each
looks
one of
nutty.
these is linked to somewhere. So these are all just wireless links to somewhere.
Okay.
So yours is actually right back here. If you look in this bottom one.
I think I've lost you again.
Fall all the way through. See this little hole? Here. Or yeah, that's good too.
Okay, right.
So if
Go
you
on, you lead
go
the way, I
onto
can see you
the
now.
west side and look in the bottom little link chamber, right click on it in the center.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Zoomer link. Oh, right.
So
that
that's how
links
I
them
link up to
together.
your base. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
And then fly over to the east side where I am. So each one of these
You know what?
things...
I'm not used to that. You said that earlier. You said you were on the north side, and then I started looking at the mini-map, and...
Oh, it doesn't help you?
Yeah. No, it does. Like, I just...
You're not used
playing
to it.
vanilla so much, you don't sort of think in north, east, and south, do you? But you've got it on the screen all the time here.
Mm-hmm. It's super helpful. I got so
That's
used to that
fast.
when I go to vanilla. I'm like, oh, yeah, these are those roadblocks. So they're like ice kind of...
Yeah, I played around with some of these. There's different tiers of them, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
At least in Tinker's there is. This is Mine Factory.
This one's Mine Factory. There's only one tiered, but they have lighted ones too. And these are all like inverted. So this is my like crafting storage area. A lot of these are empty. They're like waiting to have, actually none of them should be empty. It's because I have the crafting thing somewhere else. Anyway, not important. If you want to see over here, this is where I do my sticks. Or no, that's where I do my oak planks. So right click on it and then press shift.
Oh.
And that shows you what the pattern is.
Kinda. It doesn't show me anything in the grid. It shows me something on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like oak.
That's so that in that pattern is the recipe. So when I actually craft it, let me craft some. Now like oak planks, I need a lot of them usually really fast. So I'm going to craft up 3,000 right now. And watch how fast it crafts it.
Whoa, you can actually see that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Nuts. So you have, for one recipe, all of these things right here?
For this one, yeah. Because for oak planks, a lot of times I'll need it really quickly, and I don't want it to like bottleneck on the oak planks. So that way it makes the total craft super quick. In fact, right over here, you can see in the corner, I'll do it again.
Yep.
So-
all of that. I clicked on this a moment ago. Yeah, it tells you what it's crafting.
Let's see, and look at the corner. So those are just like memory, I guess, chips or memory. They're not really chips. Big
I know
memory
what you
things
mean.
for just the craft, and then I can see what's going on. So you can see 2,000. It's counting down how quick it's doing.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Now this may seem silly, but when you want to craft up something like a
Yeah, I get
ultimate
it. I
solar
get it.
panel,
This is what put me off though. Like when I was looking at how it's done, like I saw this. You had to, build massive arrays to craft things. It looked like it wasn't worth it, if you know what I mean.
Well, this is an overkill system. I've done this so many times that, like, I'm just kind of pushing it to the max. Most people don't have it like this, and it's really not necessary. You could do the whole thing with, like, maybe 4, 6, or 9 of these, and that would be your entire crafting system. And for each one of these, you can technically have 9 different things crafting.
Alright. Like 9 recipes per little cube.
Mm-hmm.
So do any of these other ones have that many? Because these ones over here look empty.
You know what? I forgot about that. If you come around to the back of the system.
Okay.
So there's a little door in there. Now, if you look into the little interface, they're like little things sticking into the bottoms. Those are where it's actually holding what the recipes are that I'm crafting for each one.
Yeah. Not sure if I actually see patterns. Yeah.
Exactly, the patterns.
Oh, right. Okay. I've got to say, it's a little confusing. I don't know. There's some broken boots in one of them.
Think of it. Well, those are the boots I'm wearing right now, so I can like recraft them. So those are all the recipes stored in the pattern for each of those items that you're seeing. So think of them kind of as, I guess, like filters, if you're going to think of it like the cobblestone thing. So like it's saying to send in the items for those. And if you actually hover over any of the patterns, it will tell you what's in the recipe.
Oh yeah, it does. I didn't notice that.
But that's how
I've got to say, it's a little confusing, this bit right here. I've understood some of it, but that bit...
That's a huge step.
Not quite getting it.
Yeah, this is like more once you set up the storage. It takes a little bit. It's a lot to take in.
I got to ask, what's up with the different coloured cables? Are they just different colours so they don't connect?
Okay.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Here's the annoying part of AE, and this is new in our version, is that you can only have so many like connections per cable.
Okay.
So
you have to use different colours because you run out of connections.
Correct. And it's it's also for organization, so I can, if I have to...
I just threw my pick at you.
Sorry. Pick. Here we go. I kind of like that one. I might keep it.
No, it's not a bad pick for Tinkers. It really isn't. I think it's the fastest... Well, it's got the best material you can use for Tinker's tools.
Nice, the pink stuff.
That thing you've got, by the way, I'm aiming towards that. I've got 30 wither skulls. So that's 10 of 54 Nether stars that I need.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It is, yeah. It does look really cool.
No energy or anything. This one's pretty good too. This one, if you're... do you remember this one at all?
Which one? Oh, that. Yeah, the disassembler. Yeah, I do, with the different modes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't so keen on that one. I really like the one you had though. I forget what the modes do. Oh yeah, it's a fast and slow mining.
It's a close second to this one. This is probably the second best tool in the game, but only because it's like a one type does all tool.
Yeah.
But this one's definitely better.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Gotta do it.
A lot of your base is actually a bit empty. Are you planning on filling all these walls with stuff?
Oh yeah, eventually all these walls will have something. It's getting there. It's getting there. But I look at this in the long term.
You're approaching 100 episodes of ModSauce.
It's kind of ridiculous. That's the highest number I think I've ever done on a modded series before.
Yeah, I think probably what would be higher would be the original HermitCraft and your LP.
Probably,
that'd be it, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah. And like the original HermitCraft, remember though, I joined like halfway through it.
I think you were the first person to join, like,
beyond
apart
the initial.
from the original group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. We met on ZipCrowd.
That's right. They weren't called ZipCrowd back then, though.
What were they called?
Jail server.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was just jail server, and then oh man, it's years, isn't it? Years have gone by in this Minecraft world. It's you kind of forget all the adventures and stuff that have happened, or at least some of them.
I was reminiscing about all that. You were. I never talked to like anyone else. They had a server. I don't know. They had something like a contest, so I entered that, and that's how I got on their server. And I was only on there for like maybe 2 weeks, and then I met you. You were a special guest, and then he invited me to HermitCraft.
Yeah.
I never even heard of HermitCraft. Never. I watched I think I watched Etho and Doc, and that was about it. And maybe I watched JL. And that was about it.
I watched Etho Doc and through Doc JL, and same here. And obviously I knew the guys on HermitCraft.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm so glad you guys. I'm so glad you met me, man. Where would I be today without you?
You don't. I bet you'd be doing just fine. You'd just be.
I'd still be doing my single player.
Something else. Yeah, you'd be on episode 500 or something.
In those, I used to curse out Modded in those before I ever played it. I used to talk about how stupid it was, and only noobs played Modded that didn't know how to play Minecraft right and were lazy.
Brilliant. I've noticed some of these curves are incorrect, by the way. Every now and then they change up.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
It is. I think I was trying to think why. I think I was unsure of how I wanted to do it, and I just kind of switched paces and forgot about it.
Yeah, the base looks amazing, by the way. It
Thank
really
you.
is cool.
It's
Must have taken a long time to do.
It's still got a long way to go. It's hard when you build big to do the small decorations, and I'm still unsure of the color patterns I want to do. Like, I want to add in another color.
I think you've got the right balance, because if you go for small details, you're going to overdo it. Like, what you've got here is you've got your main material for your path, then you've got a little bit of color here on the edge, and then another one, that's like a free bit thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to, try and put some patterns in the middle here, then you'd just be clustering, more and more details. I think you got it just right. It looks good.
Do you think I should put, for this level, this is where I was messed up. I wasn't sure if I should put a floor here, or whether I should just leave it open like that.
I would let necessity decide. Like, when you need a floor, you've got a roof here. Otherwise, just build stuff on the bottom like you have been.
Yeah.
Right. Like, if you leave it like this and you don't need it, then it's fine. But if you're like, oh, I need some more space, then you've got this floor here.
Mm-hmm,
You can just like fill this in with glass or build an actual floor or whatever.
Good call. And you know what? That whole glass thing. If I use the clear glass, you wouldn't even be able to tell it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, was it you? Someone in their video said that they kept running into like a... It was you, up on the top.
All the
you kept
time.
running into your own window.
I'm like, what's going on? Lag. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I'm just running into my own wall.
I'm going to go up there and have a look. Where was it? I'm probably... Yeah, look, if I didn't look at the edges here... Oh, no, I'm imagining things. Okay. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. This is it.
This is...
Yeah. Oh, that's the best. Whenever you're at a party or something, and like there's like sliding doors on the house, and someone walks into it. That's always the best.
So embarrassing.
Yeah.
I've knocked off that screen door I've been that guy. We actually knocked off the hinges.
You knocked it off the hinges. Amazing. Oh, that's great. Well, DMAC, thank you very much for the I guess the improvisational tour.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was. I think I'm going to have to look into AE soon. I'm having a nightmare trying to set up my storage system. I like using chests and stuff, but I think there's times where this could be useful too. So how did you actually learn all of this?
A lot of it through wikis, through watching other people's videos, or just through testing, and then a lot of times just hanging out with other people on the server. Slowly passing off. I'll hear what's Slipgator doing. He'll tell me about something, and I'll tell him what I'm doing, and just trade off information.
Just actively learning from wherever you can.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. I reckon you should make a tutorial on it.
I will at some point. The LP in general is kind of a slow tutorial. Like, everything that I've done, I've shown how to do either here or in another season. But you're right. It's just a lot of stuff.
I find where I've gone and looked for AE, and tried to learn on it, a lot of it is already kind of advanced. There's not much stuff that I could see on like baby steps on how to get into it.
Yeah. Well, I'd sit with you and walk you through it, each step, each path along the way, and at least
I'd drive you mad. Trust me.
No, you wouldn't. I like doing that stuff.
I learn in a really like strange way. I have to like see the direct need for something to understand how I can use it. Like, if you try and show me how to build something that I didn't understand its use, it wouldn't make like sense, if that makes any sense.
No, I hear you, but I'd be able to tell you like which things to craft and try. Most mods, it's hard unless you like. I usually like watching videos of other people doing it, other people's tutorials.
Other people playing the mods.
Yeah, well, I watch a lot of modded too. So.
That's how like everyone tells me how to learn. Like, go watch Direwolf. I have a bad attention span for that kind of stuff. Like, I watch him, and as soon as he starts using words that I don't know about, I start just getting lost, and then I'm not really sure what's going on by the end of it.
Yeah.
But I like just doing and learning. I've enjoyed doing these videos and just plodding along, learning a little bit at a time.
Well, you've come a long way, and I mean, really, that's how I learned. Like, if you go back to my first season of Modded, I had no
Yeah,
clue
it's gonna
what the
be
heck I was
derpy.
doing. It was just like you. In fact, you're probably doing better than me.
I got to say, I have actually lately been thinking, like, with all this knowledge that I've got now, I don't want the map to reset, but if, let's say, we decided to reset the map, then I would have an idea as to how to approach going into a new map, you know? Like, I'd know some of the tech trees, and I'd be like, right, we need this first, we need that first, so I could, like, sit down and calculate all the different things that I would need to get going. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I know exactly what you mean, because that's why I'm able to get to where I am, because it's all from past experience. So, you know, every time the mods change, you know, you have the basics of how they worked, and there might be like a change in the interface or something added. But like DSUs, they've been in the game. I've had them in every pack I've ever played. But then these portals are new, so I just learned that this season. So some stuff you learn new, some stuff is old, but between the two of them, you can figure it out.
Yeah,
So.
I like it. Well, once again, thanks for the tour. It's been great fun. We've been nattering on for too long, I think.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Xisuma.
No problem.
And I can see your brain.
Yes, I got the. Do you know where I got this from? I got this. I can't actually see it myself because whenever I move, it. Yeah, you can see it on your video.
It's pretty
but not on
nasty,
mine.
to be honest with you.
I saw it on a ghast, and it's amplified. Hats are amplified on ghasts, like they fit the size of the head. It was so weird.
That's so scary. That's weird. That's real weird. Okay. Thanks for watching. Peace out.